Welcome back to the Max Lawyer Podcast. I'm Tyson Mudrix. Jim is on assignment, but today with one of my favorite people, Elise Buie. Come on, Elise.
Hey, how are you? I love that Jim is on assignment. Hopefully it's something kind of fun.
It's funny. Sometimes I throw it out, sometimes I don't. I stole it from him. He actually likes to say it whenever I'm gone. So it's actually, I'm stealing it from him, even though he's the one that's gone.
Well, that's okay. If he's on assignment, I mean, he doesn't get any say in the matter.
He doesn't at all. Absolutely. We make a lot of decisions without Jim. It's no big deal. He sometimes will get aggravated, but it's no big deal. It's fine. Right, Jimmy?
Whatever.
Jim actually does listen to these. So I like to throw in a couple jabs every once in a while.
Yeah, well, I think of him every time I throw on my fleece socks and my Birkenstock. So being a Pacific Northwest person, you got to do it all the time just to go water your flowers.
Not you too. Oh my gosh. See, this is the stuff that encourages him, and then he thinks that it's okay to wear those. Like
it's totally okay. I'm good with it.
Like restaurants and things. No. Okay. I'll give you a pass if you wear them out into the backyard, but he can't go to have lunch with me when he's wearing Birkenstocks and socks. I'm sorry.
He could. Here in Seattle, it'd be no problem.
Unacceptable. All right, let's get into why you're here. We're going to talk about MaxLawCon, and your topic is massive growth autopsy. And I'm going to tell you this before I finish. I'm not just saying this. This is actually maybe my favorite topic, if not one of the top 3 topics. It's awesome. Massive growth autopsy, what I learned in the last 24 months, quadrupling my firm, right? So give us a little tease as to what that's about. I mean, we know the topic is, but like, how did this come up as a possible topic?
Well, unfortunately or fortunately, I guess, it's the reality of the last 24 months. So, I look at it kind of like the good, the bad, and the really scary shit, that we have had to deal with over the last 24 months. I mean, a lot of people, I think, have focused on COVID and what's really happened. And no doubt COVID has been a huge thing. I do not mean to minimize, all the medical issues, the death, all the things. But as part of that, we kind of decided we were just going to double down during COVID and really try to do what we could to, first survive, and then it just turned into this massive growth. And so, I really think of it as, there's this whole issues I've had to deal with mindset, which obviously is just all a me thing, or, any other owner. I think that's like the critical thing is dealing with the mindset piece. And then the systems. I thought we had systems. We have had to like break, redo, re-break, redo systems. That has been its own evolution. And then the people, I think of them as rock stars, rats, and terrorists. It's a broad range of things that we deal with as far as the growth. And with that much growth, you're dealing with just all the nuance of that many people working and, getting along. That's a lot of emotional intelligence entanglement to be dealing with. And so, and I also lastly think of just, the shit you cannot make up or plan for. Like, there's just stuff that it never occurred to me that I would need to be dealing with, whether or not sending a gift out to an employee is discriminatory because maybe they're not interested in getting my gift. So I'm like, oh, who knew?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's wild, all the things. I think of the money I've spent on an employment attorney during my massive growth. Could have educated a kid in college easily for a year.
That's crazy. By the way, I was rummaging through my recycle bin because I was trying to find an article from the Missouri Lawyers Weekly, because you're talking about the growth during COVID and everything. And it was the article was on the cover, and it was talking about how it was terrible for business unless you were a law firm. Essentially, it's like the growth for law firms. And I'm not minimizing it either, but like there has been growth for law firms across the board over the last 18 months. It's been quite massive when it comes to growth. So you're not the only one, but I think you're in the very few that quadrupled your firm. That's for sure. Let me ask you this though. What was more stressful? First 24 months or the last 24 months of your firm?
For me, it's been the last 24 months.
Like, what's the most stressful thing about it?
For me, it's been navigating all the people, navigating just all the needs of people. I mean, and truly, I don't mean to underestimate. I mean, people have been going through some stuff. And so obviously that means all the people in my firm have been going through some stuff, and being an employer who's nimble enough, nuanced enough, and attuned enough to know what everyone's going through on any given day to ensure that, we even have our firm white flags that we fly during our Zoom meetings. I mean, so, being attuned enough to realize like so-and-so yesterday might've told me they're great, everything's fine, their workload is fine. And today, well, just throw all that out the window, their child had a total meltdown yesterday, their husband walked out, their house flooded. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now we have a new development.
Oh my gosh. So something that's I've noticed over the last, 6 to 12 months when it comes to you is because you've got the podcast, Maxwell Mom, which is fantastic. But it's funny. It used to be like we would deal directly with Elise, but now you've got like handlers. You have people.
Now, Tyson, I'm raising my white flag on that. You taught me handlers. Literally, I sent out a note. I was like, "Ye shall never touch her email again." I'm like, Tyson has a system, and I am all about this system. And it's been amazing. I mean, I got hired a virtual assistant the other day, and she's like, "Well, I'll handle your inbox." I'm like, "Girl, I don't have an inbox anymore."
That's right. I got people for that. You got other things to do.
I was like, "You got more important tasks than my inbox because there is no inbox."
I love it. All right, so these are meant to be bite-sized. So I'm gonna start to wrap things up. So I've got a couple more questions. The first question is this: if people have questions about Maxwell Mom, how they want to get, if they want to refer you cases, first of all, tell people what you do, and then how they get in touch with you.
Sure. Well, I'm a family law attorney in Washington. I mean, in Seattle specifically, but we handle cases pretty much all over Western Washington, at least. And people can email me at elisebuie@elisebuiefamilylaw.com, or just reach out through my firm, and the people will be helping them.
You're damn straight. That's right. That's how it should be. I can't remember who said this, but they said, people answer your phones, they should answer your emails too. And it's 100% true. 100%.
It's so true. Like, I don't even understand what I've been thinking all these years. And now I can go, I mean, sometimes days and not even look at it. It's
great. I love it. Last question, because I've actually thoroughly loved this and I could go a long time. But what are you excited about when it comes to MaxLawCon 2021?
Oh, so much. Well, one, I cannot wait to just connect with all the people. I mean, we haven't seen each other in a long time. We were lucky because we did the Zapathon right before COVID. So I thought that was really lucky. But a lot of people haven't seen each other for even longer. So, I mean, I'm super excited about just the community because, I mean, I feel just so strongly about how important this community of attorneys is to both our growth and what we do as lawyers, but really to our just mental health and humanity. I mean, I just think this group is amazing. And so I'm just thrilled to be able to see people, connect with people, learn from other attorneys. And I think we learn so much because we're so authentic in our mistakes, which to me is super helpful.
Yeah, and it's so weird. I feel like whenever I hate saying this because I feel like we're patting ourselves on the back, but like it is such a cool group. Like when you're together with all these people, it is way different. It's so different from anything else I've ever been to in my entire life.
It is. Oh, I mean, so different. And it's so different from all the female groups that I either am a part of or, have seen. I mean, the level of support that this group offers without all any kind of like backstabby cattiness. I mean, this group is just so supportive. I mean, even every so often when you see something kind of snarky, it like stands out because people are like, yo, we don't act like that in here.
It's very self-policing, like, hey, stop that. That's not okay.
Stand down.
Yeah. And you know what? The people that can't take that, they usually go away, right? Like that's fun.
I love it. And I tell people all the time, it's the greatest group of lawyers to really help you dig into what you need to know and really turn the mirror on yourself in a safe way, which to me, I mean, that's just golden.
Absolutely. You can't really find that anywhere else. So.
No.
All right. So like I said, I could talk to you for hours, but I do got to wrap things up. Thank you so much. I look forward to really talking to you more in the guild, because I definitely want to talk to you more in the guild, and then seeing you in October.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm headed off now to my boat because I got to go to doctor appointments. So, you know.
Nice. Ooh, big timer. I'm going into a litigation meeting, so it's a little different. It's way different.
Different.
Yes, all right. Have a good day. I'll see you later.
Have fun.
Thanks. See you. You too.